Sonic styles onto the Nintendo DS with a strong outing in Sonic Rush, introducing Blaze the Cat into the fray, along with the sinister new villain, Eggman, Nega, mixing up the Sonic Advance formula a bit too with plenty of flair. Here, Dimps stuck to the familiar in 2D gameplay, but does it pay off? With Sonic Rush, you have two playable characters in Sonic and Blaze. Tails, Knuckles, Cream, and Amy make appearances, but they aren't playable. Sonic and Blaze do have some differences in their gameplay styles, but are more or less the same. The goal is the same as always as well: get to the end of the stage as fast as possible while trying to get an S rank, which isn't easy. There's a new pressure gauge system which lets you boost, which will be essential. You also have the trick system which fills the gauge and you can pull off different combinations coming off of a spring or a ramp. The game does feel really tight, if a little stiff, but I imagine that's to compensate for the boost system. Had the controls felt closer to the advanced games, I think it would have been a bit too slippery and out of control. Another cool feature of this game is the utilization of the dual screens. You'll be running up and down, literally, so you'll have to focus on where you're going next. It gets hectic pretty quickly, but that's what adds to the fun. Towards the end of the game, when you're going upside down between the screens, it can be a bit jarring though, and difficult to control your direction, so you might die a few times. Be warned. The game is a bit more story heavy than previous entries. You have cutscenes and moments of interactions between the characters. Long story short, Blaze comes from her world in order to retrieve her version of the Chaos Emeralds, the Soul Emeralds. She gets them from every boss fight at the end of each zone. Sonic, on the other hand, gets his chance at the Chaos Emeralds the good old-fashioned way. In a special stage, of course. They're a bit more lenient with entry this time around, as you'll get them from these special generators by holding onto them and boosting until you're thrown in. The stages themselves might look like more of the same at first, but you use the DS's stylus to control Sonic on the bottom screen, and this is tougher than it looks, especially not being able to jump on command. It's definitely a welcome shakeup though to the established formula. Of course, shall you get all the emeralds, you unlock the true ending and you get to square off against the double Eggmans? As Super Sonic and Burning Blaze. It's a tough fight, and it's very reminiscent of Sonic Pocket Adventure's final boss, which was also done by Dimps employees pre-Dimps. The game has a fantastic soundtrack, and it's actually done by Jet Set radio composer Hideki Naganuma. Funky is the best way to describe it, and it definitely brings a style to the game that makes it stand out. Seeing Sonic do a dance during the results screen could only look cool with this soundtrack. The combination of funk and fast-paced boost gameplay will keep you hooked as you travel a variety of levels and stages. Of course, there's some familiar themes, but the layouts are engaging as they keep pushing you forward without being unfair in enemy placement. Heck, you start off every stage running unless it's a boss fight, and this adds to the sense that you have to be moving all the time. Each level has their own gimmicks more or less, and they utilize them just right, not being overused or overdone. Sonic Rush continues the strong track record of Sonic on portable systems. It keeps hold of the basic Sonic formula, but it changes enough to make it worth playing. There are a few annoying things in the game, but it's not enough to keep you from jumping in my opinion. It's a bit hard to get your hands on now unless you have a DS, so here's to hoping they could somehow remaster the game. Sonic Rush. It doesn't drop the baton or the funk.